Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Gaul here with another video. Some may know, some may not know. I've been watching the UK wrestling scene for about some time now. I had the privilege to work with some of the wrestlers that came out of the UK and become friends with some of them. But there's one particular individual that claimed to be a professional wrestler. The issue I have with that is when I look up this individual's matches, as a matter of fact, one of the videos I just watched recently just aired a few days ago, where he was in a 2-on-1 handicap match because he couldn't find a partner. And I'm kind of glad he did not find a partner, because who want to work with a guy someone may call a mark? Because you are afraid to take certain bumps, such as a face bump. You're afraid to sell people power moves that are meant to be sold. Then when you get a chop, multiple times, you don't sell it. You're not willing to tell a story like we do in the wrestling business. You don't give that faster, or fans are begging for more. No. Then when you get set up to do a power move, you make it look like shit. But the biggest issue I have about it, all these UK wrestlers that came before you, past and present, you're basically shitting on their legacy. Because you're not willing to go to a wrestling school. And I know there's plenty of wrestling schools in the UK. By now, folk, you may be asking, who in the fuck am I talking about? A proclaimed wrestler named Lockdown. And by all necessary, there is nothing about him being on lockdown. He has no style. He has no selling point. And he really doesn't have any creativity. And I never knew or even heard about you until a certain individual told me about you. And you talk about wanting to build a legacy in the UK wrestling scene. That is really irritating because you talk about legacy. How the hell can you build a legacy if you don't get the proper wrestling training? For instance, I may wrestle time to time and referee full time. But I'm willing to go to different wrestling academies that are around my area and get some training. But in your case, you like to manipulate your way in, thinking, oh, I'm going to get a free handout. I'm going to try to negotiate my way into a match, so I can just make the people that I'm facing look like shit. Come on, give me a fucking break. For crying out loud. Even I'm not a fully trained wrestler. And I have a better chance to outshine you. Even knowing it took me almost nearly 15 years to get where I'm at in my wrestling career. Yeah, I may have wrestled in the backyard scene, like most wrestlers get their start before they decide they want to go take their career, their long time dream, to the next level and go to a wrestling school. Which I did. Yes, I may have done different wrestling schools. I may have had my doubts about them and thought. But Lee, I put the time and the effort and the money into my training. And even you may make money from doing show. Why not use a little bit of that money to pay for some wrestling classes and stop shitting on the UK wrestling scene or any other wrestling scene that you may explore your way into. And stop making yourself look like the lockdown of the Joker. Mr. Lockdown. I hope you get this message. Called out.